Hello, it's Nienke here from Nienks.com, and I'm going to make some cards using the extra stamp set. These flowers here, the distinctive extra stamp set we got in our previous paper pumpkin kit. So this is the card in the kit we got. If you remember, we did this a couple of videos ago. I just changed it up a little bit. I actually adhered this, popped this up on dimensionals, and just added some 3 of these little clear dots. I didn't change anything much with this card. I like it, so I decided to just leave that as is. So this was the envelope that came in the kit with it, so I decided to leave that just as is. Then we are going to make the first alternative card, well, the first other card with that extra stamp set, and then I decided to case this one. So we're going to make 2 cards. So let's start. My desk is an absolute mess. We had such a busy week with everything with the girls' schools that I did not have time to clean up at all this week. So I hope I find anything that I need, let alone everything. We'll see. We will see. So I'm going to start off with, what is this? I think it's Highland Heather. Yes, Highland Heather, and this little stamp. It's the other one. This is the other stamp set we received in the kit. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to start with, where is my inches? Here. I'm going to start with my sentiment, actually. I'm using my grid paper because I want to put my sentiment on my card base at a specific spot. So let's see. I have these. Let's just take that off for a minute. I'm going to start with the sentiment. You will see where we go. I'm using the edges of my stamp pad because usually the edges are has more concentration, a bigger concentration of ink. So I'm going to use that now. I want to stamp this 3/4 over about ish and sort of straight. Let's just ink that up a little bit more. So I want this about 3/4 up and 3/4 over. Let's see, about there. Yes, hold on, I need to ink this up. I feel like it's pooling a little bit. Let's see if I can get this straight-ish. We'll see. I don't know if you've seen anyone start with the sentiment yet, but here we go. We'll see how this goes. Okay. That looks nice. Then let's grab this piece before I lose it. Stick it back then. We might as well just do that. We will see. We'll just see where this goes. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to add, this is a little stem. Yeah, okay, let's just go for it. Put that there. It's a little stem of the flower, and then let's put one more. Just put it there. Ta-da! Okay. And then we will do this little leaf. I have some wee little flowers on the other side. I think that's from the pumpkin one. I have so many stamps out of so many different sets. I don't know how I'm going to put all of this together. I'll have to, after this video, do like clean up or something. Okay, let's just bring in this. So what I want to do is I want to use that side. I want to put this here just as a guide of where I want to go. Where I want to go with this. Something like that. So I just want to have an idea of where to stamp this little guy. I think I'm going to do one right here. And then, I don't know if this one will really show, but we will just put it there regardless. Maybe it'll just peek out a wee bit. And then I want one about, are we gonna go with there? I think so, about there. Let's just move this and put it there. Okay, so that is sort of the background, and I just stamped Highland Heather on Highland Heather. Okay, now we are going to do a fun technique. I think, I don't know if I did it before. I really don't. But I'm going to grab some Calypso coral and a crushed curry spot and my flowers. Now, I don't mind a juicy impact. I don't mind a juicy ink pad. You guys know this, that I don't mind it. I like the texture it gives, but with a distinctive stamp, you don't want that much ink because you lose your detail. Okay, so I know my Calypso coral is really juicy, so I'm just going to move a plastic spoon that I dedicate to this and move the ink just off to the side. Okay, you can see it moving, just moving it off to the side, and then let's wipe that. And I just use the same spoon every time because you can just wipe it off nice and clean, and it is ready for next time. Okay, then I'm going to take my spot and just ink up sort of the center. Okay, not going to worry about the sides. I'm just inking up the center. Because this is a darker color, you never want to go from dark to light. Do lighter color to a darker color. Now I'm just going to add, you can see where you add color. I'm just going to add some of the Calypso coral on the side. I think they call it rock and roll technique. There we go, and then you get that. Now remember, you don't want to go and stick your light color on this now. You're going to have to clean your stamp if you want to do a second one. Okay, let's do the same with the bigger one. I'm going to just ink up the middle, like so. And again, let's just check where we ink this up. Like so. There's still a bit of, oh, that's beautiful. I love that. So pretty. So that is how you can get the different colors. And then it also has that distinctive look, so that is different anyway. Okay. So that is that. Now I'm just quickly going to do some fussy cutting. We will do the small one together, and then I'll just speed up the bigger one for you. So again, with fussy cutting, just keep your scissors still and move the paper into the scissor. And it also helps to have, do not cut with the tippy tip of your scissor, but do work with the, open the scissor completely and start from the innermost edge of the scissors, and then just move. And it's not, doesn't need to be perfect. And there we go. That's it. It's a very quick fussy cut. It's not hard. Okay, I'll speed up this one for you. Okay, so that is the fussy cutting done. I love that. It's nice when you have a good stamp or good image to start with. Then you can really make fun things. Okay, we're going to add these little strips. Now this is just some crushed curry that I embossed with that new 3D Basics embossing folder from the online exclusives. Just going to add some extra glue on there because this is, oh, and this is a 1 inch by 4.5. 1 inch by 4.5 inch strip. No, 3/4. 1 inch by 4 3/4, and this is a piece of DSP. It was from that big pack of paper. I can't remember the name now. Also 1 inch by, this is 4.5. So 1 by 4.5 and 1 by 4 3/4. I'm going to add this one over that one, like that. And then I'm going to pop up my flowers. Let's see how many dimensionals we need. 1, 2, 3. I think that's good. Let's put this one here, like that maybe. Yeah, I think so. Now this one is already popped up there, so let's just add one right here and a little bit of glue here. And we'll put this right about there. Yep. There we go. Isn't that simple but fun? I think it's pretty. Now I'm going to use these, it's like iridescent sequins. I got it in some other pumpkin kit, paper pumpkin kit, I don't know when, but there is a similar thing if you want to use this in the annual catalog. I think it's called pastel. Yes, there they are. They're right there. It's exactly the same little sequins. So the pastel adhesive backed sequins. Okay, I love sequins. It's a good you get a good bang for your buck, you know. Get a lot of sequins for what they cost. They're not expensive. That's what I'm getting at. Okay, so we're going to add one of these here and one here and the other one maybe up here. Or maybe I want to move this one up a little bit. Come on. There we go. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So that is our first card I made with the free stamp set from the August 2023 Paper Pumpkin. Now let's move on to another one. Okay, so I just cut a little circle. It is about 2.5 inches. This is the what was this? Oh, the stitch shapes dies. But there's the decal dies that has all the size circles available right now, so you can use that one if you want. And then let's do that same technique. It's Highland Heather, yes. Or no, this is Fresh Freesia. Fresh Freesia. I'm going to do that same technique with the flowers. Let's move that. You know what? Let's move that right out of the way. I'm going to use Highland Heather as the light color and Orchid Oasis as the darker one. Now again, my Orchid Oasis is nice and juicy, so I'll see. I did move it around, but it might need some more. Okay, I'm going to ink up the entire image, and then let's just add some of this and see what we get. Yeah, it is very juicy, but I think it's okay for that one. Where's my spoon? I'm just going to move my ink away a little bit for the bigger one. I'm planning on doing some pumpkins next, and with the pumpkins I'll show you how I love a juicy impact, because you can get extra texture with not a lot of effort when you have a juicy impact. But with distinctives, they don't like it. They are not so impressed with juicy impacts as I am most of the time. Okay, there we go. And let's add our... You have a lot of control, I feel, with where you put your extra, your second color, by just looking at what gets inked up. Oh, still very juicy. That's okay. We're just going with it. That's fine. It's enough texture and everything. Okay. While we're stamping, where's my circle? Here we go. I think I'm going to stamp in Orchid Oasis. And where would my... Oh, here it is, with a pumpkin attached. See? Oh, I'm working on 1, 2, 3 3 different stamp sets at once, and they're all just randomly adhered to blocks, people. It's funny. Okay, I want to stamp this as to the tippy top as I can. There we go. So this is what I say, Fresh Freesia and Orchid Oasis. Here we go. Ooh, I like it. I think my chamois needs a little bit of a rinse out. I don't do that often, so it gets a bit inky after a while. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp on my card front. So this is just a piece of white, and it is what, 5 1/4 by 4, with just jade. Now, if you don't have just jade, that's a retired ink color. It was an ink color with Mossy Meadow. Then you can just use the Lost Lagoon. It'll be fine. And let's grab these, I think, and ink that up. I'm wondering where I want this. You know what? Let me just quickly fussy cut this. Now you did see me fussy cut this already, so I'll probably just speed it up for you. Okay, there we go. All done. I just quickly want to check where I want to put these. Okay, so we're back to what we actually want to do, and that is stamp these. Okay, so one about there, and then the other one about there. There we go. Let's wipe this off. I don't want ink all over my desk. Where's our little leaf? Okay, that's somewhere there. So this one we want about here. And then this one we want about here. There we go. Close this up, and let's put this card together. So this is the one I'm casing from the alternatives that they gave, like do something else. Okay, done with stamping, so let's move that out of the way. So I have a white card base. It's just your standard size, and then I have a piece of DSP that is exactly the card front size, so it's 5.5 by 4.25, and it's also from that same pack of paper. Let me quickly see if I can find the name. It's a Dainty Designs DSP. It was a big pack of one of those mega packs of paper. So it's from the same paper pack as our first card. There we go. And I'm just going to put this on there like this, and I like to tap the front so that you know that it's straight. If you do, I don't do a whole cover the whole front of the card often. Well, I don't think I've ever covered the entire front of the card with DSP. It's always the first time for everything. There we go. Entire card front covered. Now I want to add this stamp piece. Just have that little border showing. That's good. So that is going down. Now this is going right in the center, like so. Let's just get those words straight, and I'm going to move it just a smidge to the right so that it still looks centered, but just the hair, because you have a lot going on there. And now let's pop up our flowers. Let's do the little one first. I'm only going to add a dimensional to this one side where it goes off this. I don't want it to go off the edge of the card base. So tight fit. Oh, my leaf was a bit high. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. And then this one will go there. One, two. Yep, that's good. There we go. So cute. There is our second one, and I had some bling somewhere. Where did I put it? So I have these pearls. It's a pastel pearls. I've had them forever. And I thought that this will go very nice with this card. Let's put one there. And one here. And one here. There we go. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed the alternative cards we made using that free stamp set from the August Paper Pumpkin Kit, and I can't wait. If you haven't subscribed, what's today? Yes, there's still time to subscribe to the next Paper Pumpkin. It's going to be amazing as always, and I will just see you in the next one. If you made it to the end of the video, I would love for you to hit the like button and subscribe to see more videos. And I also do giveaways for commenting, so if you feel to leave a kind comment, you can do so, and I will let you know how to claim one of these cards as a thank you. Okay, bye bye.